So, we got our first Etsy order in the shop. This is what we got that we're going to be working with. I think that it's a sign from God, honestly, that my very first Etsy order is a Zelda Sword. I grew up playing Zelda. I'm so excited to make this. I am so thankful that this is my first order that I get to make, and I'm really going to enjoy doing this. We got a couple new things for the shop. Man, if this YouTube channel does not work out, it still worked out. I just met a lifelong friend right off of this YouTube channel. This guy is going to be a very close friend of mine in life. I can totally guarantee that. His name's Dave. Dave, shout out to you. Man, I'm so glad I met you, brother. So Dave brought us a pocket screw kit and a pocket hole jig. Now this pocket hole jig is the sweetest pocket hole jig. It's one that you clamp right into. This is like the best of the best. So thank you so much, Dave. I can't wait to put this guy to use. Alrighty guys, we're about to get to work on this Zelda Sword. To do that, what I did was I found an old 2x4 and I ripped it down 3/4. So we are going to turn this into that. We're about to do that right now.
God bless these hands when you made me. God bless these hands. Bless Carpenter. God bless these hands when you made me.
I got my whole workbench back, baby. Yeah. Yo, pro tip, your glasses, I found out if you spray them with your air compressor, dude, it's better than cleaning them. Like, legit better than touching them with anything. Now we can really get started on our sword. Now, one thing that I did do that was off camera, well, so was the ripping off camera. This is all out of pallet wood. These are just boards I took off the edge of the pallet. I ripped it at 3/4 of an inch, and then I took it through the belt sander. I took it through the bandsaw, and I made it 2.5 inches wide. What I did, I took the measurements that the customer sent me in Etsy, which are these, and I converted them to inches, and I wrote them right here on my wood bench. I gotta sand that off later. And then I wrote down what everything was. So the blade itself is 28.5. Mind you, these are not direct to the centimeter from this. This is just my rough conversion. 28.5 is what I got for the blade, 2.5 inches wide. The tang right here in the middle is going to be 1.5 inches at the base, and then it's going to go down out the sides, and 1.5 to 3/4, and then an 8 3/4 inch handle, and then a 2.5 inch pommel at the bottom. We're going to make this all out of one solid piece. What I want to do, I got to find something for the tang, and then I'm going to trim this down. The tang is going to slide right on top of it like this, and then a piece on the top and the bottom for our pommel to get this shape at the very bottom. That little, and I'm going to do that in the belt sander while it's glued together to get one good solid shape, and then we'll sand it all down and make it look nice. And I think that's our plan that we're going to go through with this. So right now, I got to find a tang that's going to slide onto this. With a 2x4, honestly. That tang is how wide? That's the one thing I didn't write. 22 centimeters, I believe, is what it was. 22 centimeters would be about, it said 22 centimeters, yeah. About 8 3/4 of an inch wide. I think I'm going to have to cut it down out of a stud because all of the pallet wood that I have has a nail hole. Oh no, I can cut it out of this right here. No nail hole. Bam to bam. Nail hole's on the bottom, but I'm going to drill that out, and that's not going to be that thick down. This right here, this section of board, is what I'm going to use as my tang. Yeah. I like that. So we have this that we're going to make into our tang. This is going to slide right on down into that like so. Let's get this drawn up. Alright guys, I think we're pretty set up now. We've had some game-changing differences out here. We got a new microphone, so I can actually put the camera farther away and talk to you guys from all over the place. I don't know if you guys noticed the camera's a little farther back right now. You can see my whole workspace. Let's get to work on the sword. So what I did was I marked out how far down I want my blade. I see where the tang's going to go. We cut out 4 tang. Let's get this drawn up. And alright, 1.5 inches all the way down. I'm going to rip this down at the bandsaw. Let's go to the bandsaw and I can bring you guys with me now from far away. And let's see how this works like this. Alright, so I marked and scribed this line right across. We are going to mark this and move our fence. Alright, we're going to push this through the bandsaw like this. You want to make sure that your bandsaw is barely set above your wood, so that way your blade's not moving back and forth on you. I learned that earlier. Buddy Dave taught me that. So, we're going to turn this on, and let's rip it. Like so. While we're over here at the bandsaw, I'm actually going to take down the handle to what I need to take it down to this guy. So, alright, so I set our saw to take off a 1/2 inch on each side. A little less than a half. And we can always take off more if we need to.
Working rotating shifts to document every incident. The military told local media this was a routine investigation. The talk of UFOs were rumors. There were no flying saucers. The lights were probably birds or planes.
Satellites, weather balloons, swamp gas.
Right.
Alright guys, so when I came out here, I had popped a seam right here on the back of this elbow. So I got to replace the elbow. See, it popped out back there. So I'm about to get to working on that real quick. This was glued up all night. This is the pommel to the Zelda Sword. It looks sweet. It's gonna look awesome. I had a little bit of a gap, so I glued it with, stuffed some sawdust down in there, and I'm gonna chisel that to where it's nice and clean. It's gonna look beautiful. Gonna look beautiful. Our Zelda Sword is done. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah. I like this thing a lot, man. Alright, I gotta go mail this thing out. Man, you guys, everything happens for a reason. Absolutely everything happens for a reason. So, I was really stressed out all week about not getting these chicken nesting boxes completed. They just messaged me today and said, have you started the chicken nesting boxes? And I said, no, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. They said, awesome. They wanted to change their design because apparently the rooster is super aggressive and they can no longer enter the chicken coop. So they want me to design their chicken nesting boxes to where they open from the back, and they have a special place that they want to put them with different measurements now. They're going to get their dimensions sent over to me when they get out of work this afternoon, and they're going to send me the design that they want, the new design. So I was about to get started on some chicken nesting boxes right now, but apparently I'm going to wait. So I'm going to take a chance to organize our screws back into that screw organizer, and I have to go get this shipped out and mailed out, the Zelda Sword. I think it came out absolutely epic. What do you guys think? Man, this thing is sweet. I love it. Another Etsy sale though, or the very first Etsy sale in this Etsy shop, started an Etsy shop for the Blessed Carpenter channel. The Etsy shop is called The Blessed Carpentry. So, yeah, this is it. Very first Etsy store order in the Etsy shop that I started for this channel. I wanted to walk us through that, but it was a very technical process. It was hard to film on the computer because the computer screen was too bright for my camera, so I couldn't really, I wanted to make a video on how to make the Etsy shop and walk you guys through it, but my camera wasn't picking up the screen very well. So I started a new Etsy shop for this channel. The channel is The Blessed Carpenter, so I started the Etsy shop and it's called The Blessed Carpentry, so that way I can sell the projects that we make here on YouTube. And this is the very first order that came out of the shop. I did not have this design in my shop for sale. I just had wooden swords for sale, and then they messaged me and said this. And then, yeah, these are the threads of the messages, how it happened and how it came to fruition. So I just got this done. I got to ship this guy out to Rhode Island right now, and I'm about to go do that. And then when I get back, maybe we'll have the order for the chicken nesting boxes and the dimensions and how they want the design. If not, I'm going to get to organizing these screws over here and our screw organizer that we got earlier this week, and yeah, keep the ball rolling. I get to work on my stuff. I'm very excited. Hopefully the T-track comes in today in the mail so I can put the T-track and the sliding miter station for my sliding miter blocks. Man, I ain't talking to them much. So I got a new friend, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I met him through the YouTube. I am so thankful that I made this YouTube just because I made this connection. And I just, man, I'm so thankful. Everything happens for a reason. I swear God crossed our paths.